Hello and welcome back to Cue Balls Reef. Today is the big reveal of my nano tank. So this is a 16-gallon Biocube. I have two fish, one being this Clarky. He loves his little anemone. And floating around in here somewhere, there he is my Mandarin Dragonette. He's doing really well. I drop in some pods about once every other month, and he seems to be doing pretty well with that. This is my Sinularia. I kind of had a frag down in my large display, so I just brought it up here to see how it looked. There is my cleaner shrimp doing his thing, hanging on his ledge. Some zoanthids that I have in here. I've got the Bob Marleys. I've got... I can't remember what the names of any of these are, but there they are. I think the one on the right is a blow pop, and I'm not sure about the one on the left. And then back there, just some red zoas. This is my carpet anemone. Once he gets bigger, I'll be taking him down to the main display, and hopefully he'll do all right down there. But I just kind of wanted him in a controlled environment for now, just to see how he grows and how he progresses. Here's a little Recordia mushroom that I got growing in here. And then my big condi. This thing's about 2 months old, and it takes up almost a third of the tank. So I'm pretty happy about that guy. So I feed my anemones a couple pieces of frozen krill twice a week, and they seem to love it, and they're doing very well. Clarky here just loves his anemone. I got him at a fish store, and he was living in the anemone, and I couldn't separate them, so I bought them both. Love watching this guy just kind of go around on the sand bed and on the rock work, just looking. Always looking for pods. So this Biocube, pretty simple setup. I've got a protein skimmer. See a lot of people talk online how this protein skimmer is kind of useless, but it does work. I've got it dialed in, and it gets me probably about a cup of good nasty looking stuff. I'd say every 2 days I'm emptying the cup. It's flowing into my overflow. I do have an in-tank basket in there with you can't really see it. I was hoping that you could, but anyway, there's poly filter pads in there, and then Chemi Pure Elite underneath that. And this is my return section. I've got my overflow top off right here. And then these two, I've got one going down to a reactor, which currently I am using as a Chaeto reactor. for the life of me, I could not keep my nitrates under control. They were reading anywhere from 60 to 80, and I was constantly having to do water changes. I would do a water change about once a week just to kind of keep them under control. And I tried GFO, which kept my phosphates down but didn't really do much for my nitrates. I tried Dr. Tim's pearls, but I could never get them to tumble, so they were pretty much coming up useless. And so I switched over and figured, well, I'll try a Chaeto reactor, and that has seemed to do the trick, because my nitrates are holding steady around 10 for the past couple Saturdays doing my tests. So this system's been up and running for about 10 months. Yeah, something's blowing around in there. I am testing about every week for alkalinity and phosphates and nitrates, the usual parameters, and everything seems to be pretty stable except for the nitrates. I do use Kalkwasser in my top off, so that's how I'm maintaining my calcium and alkalinity. The one SPS or LPS that I have in this tank is back here. This is a Blasto, and yeah, he's holding on, but he's not holding on. So I'm thinking I'm going to transfer him down to the main display. I think that there's in a Biocube and in these nano tanks, there's so many big swings in your parameters, and they can't deal with the swings. Even just, my nitrates being so high, I think was also keeping him from growing. The softies love it, but yeah, any LPS that I've ever tried in this tank has not been a big fan. So, but that's really all I have to say. It's been about 8 minutes now of me rambling, so that's a look at my Biocube. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Leave me any comments below. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. This is Cue Ball. Catch you next time.